Hi everyone, it's Jen and welcome to today's video. So one of the banes of my existence is my brows. Years and years ago when I was a teenager, I had really thick, almost like Brooke Shield-ish brows. But I grew up at a time where plucking the brows was what was in fashion. So it was in fashion in like the late 70s and 80s were these really thin, super high arched brows. Now I didn't get really into that scene, but I did get into doing my brows in the early 90s and I over tweezed, I over waxed, I over plucked, and my brows got really sparse. Also, they're kind of unruly. I have hairs that go a certain direction when I want them to go this way and I want them to stay up. And literally nothing I've tried has held my brows in place. So being a hairstylist and kind of thinking outside the box, I decided to approach this a different way. And I realized I'm approaching my brows incorrectly. Now I tried one of the dumbest things ever, but it actually worked. So I can't wait to show you this cool little tip that I found out in the salon that literally gives me just snatch brows all day. You want to check out this DIY hack for perfect brows every time? So let's get into it. All right, check out these brows and let me kind of show you what I get so frustrated with. So I do have tattooing that I did DIY on my channel a couple years ago, and this side doesn't look good at all. I'm actually using stuff on my skin to try to remove some of the pigment, but that's for another video, another chat. So I do have a little bit of tattooing there because the way I want my brows is up, right? So when I push these hairs up, you can see that it covers the tattooing that I did. The problem is it doesn't stay. So what happens is throughout the day, even though I kind of just pushed it down to show you, this is how it ends up looking, no matter what I use. So even if I brush them up and it looks really good, when I leave the house, this side does this. This is like weird. I got a weird hair there. And then these hairs right here lay down. Right, so that's that side. This side, well, because the tattooing I did looks so bad, I've got some blotching right there. So I try to push this up so that I can at least kind of pencil right there and distract from the blotchiness of the tattoo right there. But this side I like up also, like this. So again, when I put the pigment here, you know, I want my hair to cover it so it doesn't look so fake. You know what I mean? So this side too. This side goes down. Over the course of the day, it does kind of more of the same. And by end of day, it'll be just kind of like down here, completely off of the pigment. So I'm in work and I'm like, so I do hair. For those of you who don't know, I've been doing hair for, oh my gosh, since 1998, a long time. So I'm in the salon like last week and I'm thinking, what would I do for someone who came to me in the salon and was like, you know, I've got this stick straight hair that goes every different direction and is unruly, and when I comb it, it will go the other direction. What would I tell that person? What would I do for my client who asked me that question? Well, I would use like an extra body mousse and I would use heat to that hair and I would heat it up and style it to where I want, and then go in with like a hairspray or a gel or a fiber or a pomade or something like that. And I thought, well, why am I not approaching my brows that way? So I had an idea. And I went in the salon and I decided I'm gonna do my brows like I would if it was someone's hair or my hair and it was unruly and I was trying to tame it. Clean skin. I have on my sunscreen mixed with my foundation. So my base is basically done, but that's all I've done. And let me tell you, I've tried every brow product on the market. I have tried Benefit, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Makeup Revolution, Makeup by Mario, Rare Beauty, House Beauty, Too Faced, Lancome. I mean, you name the brow product. I've tried soap. I've tried brow soap with a spoolie, regular soap, like everything, nothing holds the brows. They do look good when I leave the house, but within an hour, both of these things that I'm talking to you about occur. And I got these like weird things. And then I got this like bad tattoo job that I did on myself that's like peeking out. Yeah, no, not good. So here's the Paul Mitchell Extra Body Mousse. Old school favorite. I recently went back to this in the salon because I love it so much. So I take such a small amount. If I tell you, that I'm gonna put it on the hair, my skin too, clearly, but just the hair. Saturate the brows, both sides. We do a little same thing for the other side. And I don't know if you guys have ever used this Extra Body Mousse by Paul Mitchell, but it smells really good. It's a very fruity, pleasant, not overpowering, but because it's been around so long, it's like old school. So I put in the Extra Body Mousse and I got my blow dryer and I got my spoolie. You're gonna laugh. This is like the dumbest thing I've ever done. And it works so good. So check it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow dry the hairs the opposite way, and then I'm gonna put them into place with this spoolie. And because there's mousse in there, we're gonna get some style going in these brows. So what I am doing with the spoolie and the blow dryer is literally retraining the hairs to dry the opposite way of the way they want to go. That is the first step, and I will do that on both sides. I have the blow dryer on high heat, but you certainly don't have to. That being said, I am angling the air so it's not directly on my skin. It's kind of more bouncing off of the hair and away from my skin. So I'm not like blasting my skin with tons of heat. It is a little warm, and if you feel like it's too warm, turn it to medium if you're gonna do this technique. Now that both sides have been blow dried the opposite of the way they want to go, I'm now gonna take my spoolie and shape the brows where I want them. I mean, look at how nice that looks. Now I dyed these like a week and a half ago, but I already got a little gray hair going here. But those hairs tend to be the most unruly, especially if there's like a gray hair, like a white hair. Oh, that really goes crazy. Then the mousse and the heat really tame it. This stays so well. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm in love, but I still want to fill them in a little bit. You totally can. I then go in with, I'm using this right now, the Makeup Revolution. It's got like this little angled pencil on one side, brow gel on the other, but whatever gel you like, it's gonna have that extra oomph because I blew dry and styled my brows. Yeah, so the nice thing about doing it this way is I can still go in fill in areas that need filling, and then I can use my favorite brow gel products. It's not like I'm wasting, product that I bought and that I can't use. I can still use all my favorite brow products. The point is that now they actually have a fighting chance of holding my brows because I trained them, prior to using the brow products. And it works really well. So you can see here, my makeup's all done. A little bit of eyeshadow and mascara, and I'm loving how this looks. I love how this lasts. I love that I can still use my brow products, but that now my brows stay. They stay exactly in this position all day. They will not budge until I wash my face, which is so cool. Now, if I needed a little extra oomph, I could go in with a little bit of hairspray and just lightly dust these hairs with hairspray if I had really extra unruly brows. So yeah, if you ever feel like, oh my gosh, the mousse isn't enough and it almost gets it right there, and even with a little brow gel, it's not quite there, I would do a little bit of probably a flexible hold hairspray so it doesn't feel so crunchy. The extra body mousse from Paul Mitchell isn't crunchy at all. That's why I like using that. But this flexible style one would be really good if you do feel like you need a little bit of additional spray for your brows. But yeah, this used to be, what was this called? This was the extra body mousse back in the day. And they renamed it. I don't know when they renamed it, but it's flexible style sculpting foam. So yeah, so I was saying Paul Mitchell extra body mousse. That's what it used to be called. But this stuff, amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Have you done this before? I mean, I felt so silly. I felt so dumb in my salon last week, like blow drying my eyebrows, but it's like, I had to share it. How cool that I don't have to worry about them all day long. I don't know why I never thought about it before. I'm not sure. I think I'm just on the slow bus, but I figured it out now. And I'm really excited to hear what you guys take away from this video and this technique. Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I will see you in a future video. And until then, I love you to the moon and back. Bye.